Ask any gamer, and they'll probably have a Counter-Strike story. It's one of those games that just sticks. Simple, unforgiving, and endlessly addictive. But what most people don't realize? Those flashy weapon skins, they're fueling a billion-dollar economy behind the scenes. Now with CS2, everything's been upgraded. But one thing hasn't changed: the obsession with skins and the growing shadow of skin changers. And that's just scratching the surface. Behind all the upgrades and hype, there's a deeper story. One that's tied to real money, community culture, and some tools that Valve definitely didn't sign off on. In this video, we're breaking down that all and will talk about how CSGO evolved into CS2, why skins became such a massive part of the game, and how third-party skin changers are shaking up the system. This video is going to give you a full picture behind Counter-Strike's two most fascinating ecosystems and other controversial features. So, make sure to watch the video till the end, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more such videos like this. Now, back in 2012, when CSGO was released, Counter-Strike was already a legend in the FPS world. Before that, we had CS 1.6 and CS Source, games that have no ranking system, no skins, and definitely no billion-dollar marketplaces. It was raw, competitive, and brutally simple. Just you, your aim, and your team. There were no sprays to flex, no knife animations to show off. If you had clout, it was because you hit headshots, not because your AK had a fire and ice finish. But it worked, and it created a die-hard community that stuck around for years. Then CSGO dropped, and everything changed. Valve Corporation didn't just polish the gameplay, they redefined what Counter-Strike could be. They added matchmaking, weapon skins, and eventually a ranking system that made casuals care about improving. You weren't just good anymore, you were Gold Nova, Master Guardian, or, if you grinded hard enough, Global Elite. And once skins entered the picture, that's when things exploded. At first, it was simple: a red camo AK here, a cool M4 there. But then came cases, loot boxes you could open with keys bought from the store. And suddenly, the game wasn't just about winning rounds, it was about pulling a Karambit Fade or an AWP Dragon Lore that could sell for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. CSGO unintentionally created one of the most active virtual economies in gaming history. Skins became more than cosmetics. They were like status symbols. Players started collecting, flipping, and trading them like digital baseball cards. Entire third-party marketplaces popped up where you could buy and sell skins for real cash. And why were most people splurging money on these skins? That's because your skins followed your account, but your rank could always drop. So, while a global elite badge showed skill, an expensive inventory showed status. You could be silver, but rocking a butterfly knife Doppler still made people turn heads. But as popular as CSGO became, it wasn't perfect. Anyone who played competitively knew about the infamous 64-tick servers, the kind where peeking felt inconsistent, bullets sometimes didn't register, and "I swear I shot first" was a daily mantra. Movement had a weird floaty feel, smokes and mollies were sometimes buggy, and despite countless updates, the engine had limitations that just couldn't keep up with what modern shooters were doing. That's where Counter-Strike 2 came in. This time Valve rebuilt the entire game using the Source 2 engine. It brought improved lighting, redesigned maps, more responsive movement, and a brand new feature under the hood: sub-tick servers. Instead of actions being checked only 64 times per second, now your inputs are registered at the exact moment you click. It's smoother, cleaner, and honestly, harder to blame the netcode when you miss a shot. Visually, CS2 is sharper, brighter, and more alive. Smokes are now dynamic. They react to bullets, grenades, and player movement. Even simple things like reload animations feel more satisfying. But maybe the most important part of the transition? Every single skin, sticker, glove, and knife from CSGO came with you. That's millions of player inventories, some worth more than a used car, preserved and now rendered even better with Source 2's upgraded visuals. Your Doppler looks shinier, your Crimson Web feels darker. Valve made sure no one's collection or investment got left behind. In many ways, CSGO laid the foundation. But CS2 is where everything comes full circle. It took the core that hooked players in 2012, kept the marketplace intact, modernized the mechanics, and handed us the next-gen version of a game we've been playing for 2 decades. Now, if you've only played CS casually, it's easy to look at skins and think, just fancy paint on a gun, right? And yeah, technically, they don't make you shoot straighter or run faster. But in Counter-Strike, they mean a lot more than that. Skins have become the currency of clout. What started out as just a few colorful weapon finishes has turned into one of the most active digital economies in all of gaming. We're talking real money. Big money. The CS skin market recently blew past the $4 billion mark, and it's not slowing down. In fact, according to Price Empire, the market is thriving like never before, especially with CS2 breathing new life into competitive play. It's not just AKs and AWPs anymore. Knives, gloves, stickers, even small cosmetic details have become digital assets. There's legit demand from traders, collectors, and investors, all trying to grab a piece of this rising market. And the prices? They're insane. Take the AWP Dragon Lore for example. Depending on condition and sticker combos, it's sold for anywhere between $5,000 and over $480,000. Then there's the holy grail of knives. The Karambit Blue Gem pattern number 387 is reportedly worth $1.5 million and is owned by a Chinese collector known as Noobrage. That's not a joke. That's the current record for the most expensive CS2 skin ever. Now the wild part in all this is that the system behind all this is basically a gambling machine. Players open cases using real money keys, hoping to land something rare. Most of the time, you get a skin worth 12 cents. But every now and then, someone hits the jackpot and that possibility keeps the whole thing spinning. It's addictive, it's exciting, and for some players, it's just as much a part of the experience as landing a clutch or nailing a flick shot. Over time, this created a new kind of player. Part gamer, part collector, part speculator. People started flipping skins like they were sneaker drops or Pokemon cards. Third-party marketplaces outside of Steam, like Buff, Skinport, and Skinland, became full-blown trading hubs. These platforms let people buy and sell skins for real cash, often with better prices and more payment options than the Steam market. And it's not just about having cool skins anymore, it's about what those skins say about you. They've become a form of digital identity. In matches, people notice. In tournaments, fans literally track what skins the pros are using. Some players will copy an entire inventory setup just because their favorite streamer uses it. And when someone opens a 5K knife live on Twitch, that's instant content. It's culture, it's fashion, it's who you are in-game. But with all that value floating around, it's only a matter of time before some players started looking for shortcuts. Not everyone can, or wants to, drop thousands on a virtual knife. And that's where things start to get messy, because there's a way to get the look without paying the price. Skin changer apps. So what exactly are they? At their core, skin changers are third-party tools that allow players to visually equip skins they don't actually own. You didn't open a case, you didn't buy it, and it's not sitting in your Steam inventory. But once the app is running, your AK looks like a fire serpent, your knife is suddenly a butterfly Doppler, and everything appears legit on your own screen. These apps work by injecting custom files or codes into the game client, essentially replacing the standard skin visuals with whatever you choose. From the outside, it might seem harmless, just a little graphics tweak, right? But the implications go way deeper than that. For players, the appeal is obvious. You get access to rare and expensive skins without spending a dime. You can flex a full inventory of dream tier weapons without touching the marketplace. And let's be honest, there's a certain thrill in walking into a match with a knife skin that normally costs more than a gaming PC, even if only you can see it. But Valve does not allow this. Skin changers are a direct violation of the game's terms of service. Even if they don't give you a gameplay advantage, they fall into the category of unauthorized modifications, the same as cheats and hacks. Use one, and you're running the risk of getting banned permanently. Valve uses a system called VAC, short for Valve Anti-Cheat. It's an automated system that scans for anything sketchy running on your computer while you're playing. If it catches you using a skin changer or any kind of cheat, it can permanently ban you from all VAC secured servers. And once that happens, there's no going back. That's not a slap on the wrist. That's your account, your inventory, your rank, gone forever. Still, despite the bans, the warnings, the risk of malware, people keep using them. On forums and YouTube tutorials and through underground Discord servers, skin changers continue to circulate. It's a complicated problem, one that Valve continues to push back against. But the more valuable skins become, the more tempting these shortcuts will be. And right now, skin changers sit in the strange gray area. Not quite accepted, not quite gone, but definitely growing. Now before the CS2 launch, CSGO had hit 1.8 million concurrent players at its peak. Right now, over 50 million people now log in monthly, and that player base is only growing. So what do you think? Are skin changers a threat or just part of the culture now? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we've got plenty more such videos coming your way. See you in the next one. Until then, cheers and good luck.